come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide on it to get down and don't take a big hit.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, no man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and shot.
The give to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The power of Alton Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Looking to fire. He's got him in the flat. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. They needed a few more chain links to move this down. Fine play action. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Then don't break by the defense, right? They allow a lot of big plays, but they're in the red zone. Great job in coverage on that third down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Well, to get the 8-down stop. So far, the Ducks offense will go to work for the first time. And the heart of this team will clearly rest on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality. And they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread.
They stay aggressive and push their way out on this first down. The Ducks get a fresh center down with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back to the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, and always start to get rapid.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to the big tight end. And that one's in.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And the plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Offense changing the play. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Finds the tight end. Pick up there as he gets the first down, and then running at the 48.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking
man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being brought down.
Defense, they got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback and disrupt their time in the rhythm. Can't give him these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive and do something a little bit different.
Now from inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Parker. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Drives the back and leaves it on the option. They get him down to this offensive set up first and goal from the 9. And the Ducks have come in position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he was drilled just as he released the pass and taken 3.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
After that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself pick. Austin Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. I love coming to Eugene. This place is magic. It's because of these fans.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out when they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the depth on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field. You get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that regular play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense ain't scared. Right back on the ball. Ready to run another play. Ready to make this defense work.
Here's the pressure. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first down.
DB's right up on the receivers. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it. That's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
It's a first down.
That's a big run play, and it's not easy to do. Down at this area of the field, backed up in your own end. I mean, you're running into a box that's loaded full of bodies defensively, but the ball carrier was just able to sort of sneak and weave his way through there, giving his offense now a ton of room to work.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and make it get a big play out of it.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab outside. It's Parker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. First down to the 42.
Not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and long, if you're going to get push like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. The shot plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
The quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football at time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's going to run. They'll mark him down to the excellent execution on that throw and catch. 2nd down coming up with this red zone opportunity. Release on the RPO. Nudging and not trying to get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Ducks with this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Pressure coming. And to get rid of it quickly. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. See if they can get it done on 2nd and
scores, Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a one-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bridges.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of light is deafening on this third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drop alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The sure hands. It's Brown. Good pick up a little bit short of sticks. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. The give on the option. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Stands in, takes the hit. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just scored it right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Messi. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So there's the umpires from 50 keep it on the ground to open the third. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 33-yard line. First down here for the offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got some room to run.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Now across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10.
Opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll give him conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. 325. To the air on first down. On the move, he fired. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run.
Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now a throw. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious. And they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong you can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Pushes for the goal line. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. And the D denied him on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on offense, you know this is four down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat-raced in this game right now. You're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the eight ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown.
And I get that, but I've warned it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's hard to stop ground. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this.
There we go. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Got it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has it set up first and goal.
How about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Working that left side there. And the pummeling has started.
Passing game came to defense right now. This
They go to the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Crosses the 45. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On fourth down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Let's go! Out of the gun, they give to the back. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They make the tackle, and he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Dances away to buy time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball.
They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field and lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job too, getting off the field and putting their offense sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it. Thankfully, they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Slings it. Got a man in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. That's caught. It's Bridges. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down cut.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped. Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They want that clock to run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
No, it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mid on the football.
Some 3rd situations tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. He's still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. That'll be enough for a first down. They've got it at the 16-yard line. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Rides the back and leaves it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want. And you've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force me to the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
It's complete to the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. They just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 for the day.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten the rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try.